Alright, so here it is. How to have your own business. I mean, it's great. It's 12:55 p.m. and I'm in the kitchen drinking coffee and talking to myself. Having your own business, I mean, it's a very interesting perspective in working life. It's very different from going to your job every day, wearing a suit or wearing whatever, and I mean, talking to your colleagues and such. This is very different because I mean, you're at home. You're at home doing your business, and I promise you, there's a lot of things that will seem more important and more interesting than actually doing that. Of course, it will still be your job, even if it's your passion. I mean, you would still like to do your laundry, and that seems a bit more important, you know, which is strange, but that's how it is. But you just got to take it in portions and not be discouraged about that. But it's how you build up your effectiveness and how you build up that drive that you're like, okay, today I am going to be productive. And your productive level is going to be very different from going to a job. And this is basically what I'm saying with this, that you might need to scatter out your productive level, and that's okay because you're at home. You have, instead of an 8-hour workday, you can do that over the entire day, whenever it suits you. Which is me, I'm more productive during the nighttime. For some reason, I wish that wasn't true, but that's unfortunately how it is. So you just got to roll with that. So here I am, almost 1 o'clock now, and I've been thinking a lot over the past days that I need to build a brand, and I need to build my brand. So it's gonna be going over to multiple brands, and it's gonna be tied together as a group. So I'm thinking, I'm scaling my initial idea, and I'm scaling what me and Johannes are building already. And I mean, we haven't even started, but I'm thinking that I am here for the long run, and I know Johannes is too. And I don't want to look back 5 months from now and think I should have scaled it already then. So I'm doing that now instead. So that means I need to start up another Shopify store and another brand to be able to explore another side as well. So it's more about building a group, and I need a platform to present this thing, right? That I'm talking about here, like that needs to be scaled. What does that fit? Can I tie that together into the Shopify and the e-commerce? Or does that need to be a standalone entity? Or how does that work, right? So that platform will be very different from a Shopify, from the e-commerce side. But how can you still connect that together in case you need to? So now it's all about building a group. And already I've set up, and I've been sketching and all of that, you know, and trying to see how it all can fit together, and what email addresses go here, what business numbers, business register numbers go here, and how do you plan that, or tax-wise, and as well as like how do you respond, and how do you think logically about that, and what is the ongoing cost about this, because that's basically what's important, right? Cost. How do you minimize it, and how do you be most effective? And when you're looking into having like +2 Shopify stores, that can easily ramp up. That's, I mean, $29 a month starting if you're like at the basic level. But then if you go into more, I mean, it's just going to ramp up, and you need to be in control of that, as well as businesses' email, and if you have different web addresses that needs to be maintained. So I'm doing a bit of monthly run, which, I mean, if you're thinking about this as well, you should put that into an Excel spreadsheet already and see how much can you spare a month. Even if it's your hobby or if it's something you want to work on and you think, well, it's just 29 bucks a month, well, that's going to ramp up, right? It's going to go up there. It's probably going to be around $300 yearly. And then you need your own web address, right? yourstore.com. Okay, and that's another $15. And then maybe you have your business email, and that's $5 to $10 a month. So, I mean, it's easy to wrap up. So it's good to have that under control already. Like at the most basic level, at least see what your monthly cost will be to, at the minimum, keep the business afloat. And that's without advertising. Because advertising, that's a dynamic price, that's or a cost. That, I mean, you decide that week to week, month to month, how much is your advertising budget, because I assume that is where most of your money will go, and that's just the nature of advertising. You can sink as many $1,000s you want a month into it. But to have the most cost that's not going to change, it's like having a rent, for example. I mean, that's not going to change. So that's basically what you need to keep focus on and keep track on. And if you're thinking about expanding in the future as well, just do yourself a favor and start with the basic number now. But I mean, that's for some of you, that's, I mean, it's not really fun, and you might be a bit lost. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a spreadsheet for you already, so you can see, for example, you just fill in the numbers of what you pay, and then it will do the calculations for you, and you download that from the website. So we're all about building something big here, or something sustainable for the long term. Again, that hasn't changed, and it won't change, just expanding. So I hope that you are doing well, and I'm doing too. And I will see you next time. Stay golden.